The goal for me is, come on, let's go.
Okay, maybe in a minute.
It's 3 days until the Valencia Marathon. I'm excited, I'm nervous, there's a bit of paranoia going on. Earlier today I got out for one of my last runs before the big day and Kelly quizzed me on my race day strategy and my goals. Before we get to that though, make sure you stay to the end of this video because I have a competition for some amazing SOAR kit, so stick around for that. But yeah, let's hear what I had to say earlier about the marathon.
So how are you feeling ahead of your big day? Not your wedding,
big
your
day.
marathon.
Excited, I just want the race day now. I hate the taper, I hate waiting around. Legs feel pretty fresh, but I feel like I've got a bit of a cold, which is annoying. My conditions look amazing, and yeah, just want to race.
Okay, so have you decided on the goal? Are you going to put it out there?
There isn't a goal. The goal for me is all process orientated, process based. The goal is to execute the perfect race, and obviously I want that to be a PB, but it's all about making sure that I go off at the right effort level and try and stay patient in the race and then kick on in the second half of the race. That's the aim, and I'm hoping that gives me a big PB, but we shall see. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I do want it to be in and around 225. I think that's where training is suggested, but for me, if I can nail the process, then the result will be all what it is.
So you'll be happy with a good outcome for you will be feeling like you've given it your everything and the result reflects the process you've been through.
A good result would be nailing race day, not getting greedy. I've got three things that I want to tick off on race day, and that is be patient, don't be greedy, and be positive. So just positivity just running through my head, because there will be tough points, there will be points where I doubt myself, but I need to replace those doubts with positivity, like I have done to the best of my ability during the training. I've completed the sessions, I've aborted like very little, but race day, just don't want to get greedy early on, because it's going to be such a fast race. And I think on a good day I could break 225, and hopefully an average day would still be a PB.
So let's talk about pacing. You obviously said you're not going to kind of go out for time, but are you going to try and stick with the group? There's quite a lot of people out there that you know.
Yeah, and that's one of the frustrating things. I'm going to have to let the runners that I would have liked to have run with go, because they're looking to run 220, and as much as I wanted to get to that sort of shape in this block, I'm not going to be reckless and go out crazy. I will be with the group. There'll be plenty of groups all the way through the 220s. It's such a deep field, and hopefully I'll be able to sit at the back of the group, draft, and it'll just feel even more comfortable at a quicker pace than it has in training. So if I'm clipping along at like, I don't know, 5:30 pace and it feels good, rather than it feeling uncomfortable like it has done in many of the sessions, then that'd be a great place to be in. But yeah, like we know Ben is running, he'll be going for 220, so he'll be going off at like 5:20 a mile. I'd love to be with that, but I just can't go with it. I think he'll have a great race. He's put some great training in, so hopefully he gets his time. But for me, just got to run my own race.
Anybody else to watch out for in Valencia? Who do you think is going to do well? I know you said Ben is running.
In and around me, there's Carl Wellborn, who's done a really good series on Inside Jogging podcast. He's looking for 220 as well. We're similar over all the other distances, but he's already got a 221 under his belt, so he can take that risk of going for a 220. Whereas for me, I just want to make sure I execute a good marathon rather than go all in, as you can see, and blow up. So for me, it's very much, I'm hoping that a faster pace feels good on the day, and maybe a strong second half can get me a good time. But execution and not getting greedy is the first port of call. That's right!
So what are the sessions that you've done, the runs that you've done that you'll be taking into marathon day, your confidence boosters?
I would say 3 sessions which are giving me confidence. One was Dublin Marathon. It was a big step up. I'd only run 18 miles, went into Dublin, trying to run controlled, tough course, and it just went so well. I just felt so in control, was able to progress in the second half, overtook loads of runners, and yeah, it was so much fun. And it's given me a confidence that, you know, if I felt so in control, I don't know when it was, like 6-7 weeks ago, at Dublin running a 2:31, then now tapered with more training in me, I've got something bigger and better to come out. The other one, K on, K off, one of my favourite sessions, really enjoy it, went pretty well. It was hard, but it was the biggest K on, K off I've ever done. 25k of volume in total, so I was really happy with that. And the third is the 4x6k, because that was such a horrible session. Everything went wrong. I felt awful the whole way through, and yet I still hit 5:30 per mile for the ons. And normally, if a day goes horribly wrong and I feel rotten in the warm-up, rotten in the session, I don't hit a massive PB marathon pace. So yeah, very happy with that, and it's given me confidence that even if it gets tough, that I can be strong and gritty and keep going. So I'll draw on that when it gets tough in the marathon. There's one bonus one. Since then, I've had one of my best sessions ever. I did 3x 5k, but straight after each 5k, I would do a K like quite hard, and the hard Ks were coming in at like 5:07 a mile, and then I would float for a K, and then 5k, hard K, and yeah, it just felt so good when I was kicking down those Ks, and that's given me a lot of confidence going into race day.
That's great. Are you done? Because I'm going into a ditch.
You're on a hill!
Oh, hill.
Try filming on a hill!
Into
It's
a
tough!
ditch. One-handed.
I do waffle, don't I? I do waffle about race
You do
day.
waffle.
I've had the haircut done. I'll trim the beard later. Now, come on, let's go!
Okay. Maybe in a minute. I'm coming. I got a flat tire as well.
Excuses? You won't let me say that in the marathon.
I'm not.
My alpha flies went flat, the pod burst!
So as you can probably tell from that run, I'm pretty nervous, but also very excited for the marathon on Sunday. There's a couple of things I wanted to mention which I haven't had time to go through yet. Nutrition, for me, I've moved away from the normal gels and will be using my own homemade drink/gel in soft flasks. I will put the soft flasks in the back of my SOAR shorts, and it just allows me to carry over 200 grams of carbs in a much more convenient way. I have been playing around with fueling the whole marathon block, which is rare for me. Normally I start to like dial in quite close to the marathon, but this time the whole block I've been trying different nutritions, different strategies, and also trying to train my gut. I will do a dedicated vlog to talk all about this, but I've just found the maltodextrin solution that I'm making using powder from My Protein has worked really well. It's sat in my stomach well, and yeah, I think it's a good option for me, but also it's so much cheaper than buying gels. So I will be packing soft flasks and powder, hoping that it doesn't get taken off me in the airport, and I'll make my gels up then when I get to Spain. The other thing I wanted to talk about was my marathon race day kit. I'll be going with the Swansea Harriers vest, which is the SOAR singlet which arrived a few weeks ago. I love the SOAR singlets, they're so light, and I'm really excited to be representing Swansea out there. I will wear the SOAR Marathon shorts, which allows me to put those soft flasks with my drinks in the back, and also I'll take a Morton gel which will be clipped to the front as a backup. Hopefully won't need to take it, but if I do feel like I'm really bonking, then I've got an extra gel on me. I'll go with the SOAR socks that match the brand new Alphafly version 1 that I've got as well. Hopefully they won't be squeaking on race day like they were in the last session. But yeah, Alphafly have worked amazingly for me throughout this block, so I'm not going to change that now. I will wear my Garmin heart rate monitor. I don't always wear it for races because sometimes it can annoy me during races. It seems to be okay in sessions, and then whenever I get to a race, there seems to be an issue. But I do want accurate data for this. This isn't hopefully going to be my fastest ever marathon. It's just going to be the fastest for the shape I'm in now. So the data will be really helpful going forward. I don't know how I'm going to get footage for this vlog. So if anyone is out in Spain supporting someone they know or anything, and you have a phone on you, if you can get some video footage of me running past, that'd be amazing. You can email it to matt@thewelshrunner.com. I'd be very appreciative. Any little clips would be amazing, and it'll just make the race day vlog a little bit better. Thank you for anyone that can do that. So that leads me on to the competition that I mentioned earlier. SOAR Running have been the series sponsor for this YouTube series, so thank you to them. They want to thank you for watching and engaging by offering one lucky winner a SOAR windbreaker top, which is one of these long sleeve tops, and some tights, so a really nice outfit for winter running. You can be a guy or a girl, they have both versions available. And yeah, all you have to do is guess my marathon time to the nearest second, so hours, minutes, second, and the closest guess will win the SOAR Running winter outfit. There are a few T's and C's which I put in the YouTube description, but basically you can't edit your guess, and if there's more than one person that has the correct answer or the closest answer, then a draw will be done to decide the winner. And I think that's basically it. Let's go to Valencia and go all in. Let's give it everything, let's see what I can do, and I'll check in after the race. I'll put up a race day vlog in the following week, and yeah, I just can't wait to get going now. Like I said earlier, if anyone is out there and can get any little clips for the vlog, please do email them over to me. That would be so appreciated. Thank you all for your amazing support in this block, and hopefully I've inspired some of you with some of the marathon sessions, or just to enter a marathon, or just a bit of entertainment watching me struggle on these hard sessions. But yeah, I'll give it everything in Valencia. Vamos!